I'm Andrew Gehrig, the owner of Mohawk Valley Energy Solutions, and I wanted to give you a brief tour of our shop today. Now, starting with this poster right here behind me, you'll see an example of a bad crawl space and a really good crawl space. And I really love building science. This is a hobby of mine and it's my job. And we love talking about building science here at Mohawk Valley Energy Solutions. This is fundamental to the work that we do. And I want to show you some cool things here in our shop that you might find interesting as well. So what we have right here is our Cool Machines Cool Vac 35 horsepower vacuum. And this thing is a beast. This can suck up fiberglass bats out of attics, and this makes our removal job so much easier. We also have this vacuum bag switching device. It allows us to switch rapidly from one vacuum bag to another without even shutting down the machine. Over here we have some of our insulation supplies. What I have right here is actually a Rockwool can light cover. This is a fireproof mineral wool can light cover that we use to air seal around can lights and bath fans. The next thing I have is this long spray foam gun. Now this thing is particularly useful when we're air sealing top plates and we have to reach way down into an eave. This is really handy. We also have insulated duct for insulating bath fans. And then over here we have our 1-part foam. We have plenty of that because we use it all the time. A few other things. We have depth markers. Now these are really important in determining the correct amount of cellulose insulation is installed in every attic. So there's these handy markers that equate the number of inches to the R value. We also have things like tapes and sealants. We have plugs for dense packing walls. When we drill out a wall and we insulate it, these plugs go in and fill it from the exterior. We have fasteners. We have baffles that are used inside of an attic to promote good airflow from the soffits. And we have another item. It looks pretty simple, just a wooden stake, but this is something that we do that not every insulation contractor does. We install these stakes as markers for junction boxes inside of your attic. So by doing that, it makes it much easier if you ever have an electrical problem down the road to find exactly where those junction boxes are, rather than digging through insulation in your attic. It's those little things that make a difference. So up here, we have our cellulose insulation. As you can see, there's a lot of cellulose here in our shop. Now this stuff is the bread and butter of what we do. Now I'm sitting on a pallet of cellulose right now. There are 40 bags to a pallet, and an attic, a typical attic, can take anywhere from 50 to 100 bags. So that is 2 pallets or 2.5 pallets of cellulose. That's a lot of insulation. So here we have our plywood cart, and we use this to keep supplies for building catwalks inside of attics. It's great because we can actually roll the plywood cart around the shop when it's not so loaded up. And then we've got storage space in the middle for other goods that are long and we just need to keep up off the floor and out of the way. Last but not least is our spray foam warmer box. We built this ourselves, and the goal of it is to keep our spray foam nice and warm and ready to use. So inside we have an infrared heater, and this little heater does a great job in keeping the space conditioned to about 80 degrees and keeping our spray foam nice and warm. Thanks for coming on the tour of our shop with me, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more home maintenance tips. See you next time.